we have arrived, we have unpacked, and we are about to get in a lift to go to Universal Studios. 4 years since we were last here, well not you, since 4 years since I was last here, we have decided the first place we're going is Margaritaville. So we're going to have a 5 o'clock somewhere in honour of Richard, who's not here, who I had 5 o'clock somewhere with before, and then we're going to go and have a quick wander around the park and introduce Toby to the wonder that is Universal Studios. We are back here at Universal Studios Florida for the first time since 2019. When I say we, Toby has never been before, but Globe and the Child and ESPN Grill and Butte. I've had one drink. Oh, the slots available to take pictures of the Universal Globe. Hang on. After a necessary photo shoot outside the Universal Globe, the first place we headed was my favourite place in the whole park, the Hello Kitty store. Now, I didn't buy anything till last night, but I had a darn good browse and I even got Toby to try on some ears. Next stop, Springfield. Oh my god, I wish I'd filmed Toby's reaction to walking into Springfield. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's the first time I've walked in here in the evening. Lard Donuts. We're going to go into Moe's and have a drink and get some food. And yeah, it's literally as magical as I remember it. Very cool. So I am on my second off here in Moe's. Absolutely love it in here. Could quite happily sit in here all night if I wasn't in the middle of one of the world's biggest theme parks. Toby's gone to get himself some food because he's 2 drinks better and he's hammered. So yeah, this place is just as cool as I remember it. I do feel like I'm in a little bit of a fever dream right now. So I just took Toby on his first ride here in Universal Studios, which was the Simpsons ride, Krusty Land. He seemed to really enjoy it. I'm hoping he did. So we've only got about half an hour left in the park today, so I don't know how much more we're going to get round. I think we might just sort of slowly wander back round to the front gate. I'm hoping he's going to be here soon. But yeah, the ride times are really low because obviously it's 8:30 at night and the park shuts at 9. But yeah, we've had a wonderful duff. We have been on Krusty Land the ride, and I await the arrival of my child so we can continue around this wonderful, wonderful place. We finished off in Diagon Alley having a ride on Escape from Gringotts. Then we trudged back to our hotel, and no sooner as our head hit the pillow than we were asleep. We decided to do some exploring on day 2, so we got our 7-day iTrolley ticket and went all the way down International Drive where we found Bahama Breeze. Fantastic cocktails, really nice food. Would definitely recommend you stopping off here. We are on the Wheal at Icon Park. So we are now currently high in the sky above Orlando. There's the child. There's the outlandish cocktails that we've got to drink high in the sky. So we're at Icon Park on the centre of International Drive. And yeah, I am majorly terrified right now. It's been a bit of a windy, rainy day, and but it's still been lovely and warm. It's still like 23 degrees, but yeah, it has spent most of the day raining. So we've been to Bahama Breeze, was it? Mm-hmm. Been to Bahama Breeze and had some food, got some laundry done at the hotel, and now we're just out in Icon Park seeing the sights. There's the Star Flyer over there, which I can categorically guarantee you is not going to happen as far as I'm concerned. Don't know about Toby. You going to the Star Flyer, kid?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. So this is us today. Tomorrow we are going for a bit of a sales pitch tour thing. Not that we want to buy. We think possibly shares in a resort is what they're selling. But we get £100 park credit. And potentially a week's holiday in a hotel for $75. So we're going to go. It's a couple of hours. It's dead early in the morning, so we wouldn't have been doing anything else. And then after that, we are going to SeaWorld. So we'll be at SeaWorld all day. Anyway, I'm going to have to go because I'm at the top of Orlando and Toby is going to turn up the music. As we had a 7-day pass, we headed back to Universal Studios that evening for another photo shoot and a few more rides. And I've just tried the test seat for Revenge of the Mummy, and I'm delighted to say that it fits with plenty of room. We've also just done Jimmy Fallon, and I got on that dead comfortably. And as most of my friends and family will know, the thing that I wanted most out of this trip was to actually be able to fit on rides, because last time I couldn't, and it was really upsetting. And so far, everything I've wanted to go on, I've been able to go on. This makes me very happy. But it's quite busy, so I'm not going to walk and talk too much, because otherwise people might think I'm some kind of important YouTuber and, you know, ask for autographs, and I just haven't got time. It was lovely and quiet. We caught the Hogwarts Express over to Islands of Adventure, had a few pictures and a butterbeer in Hogsmeade, and of course got all pictures taken by the castle. What we did then was wander through Jurassic Park to our favourite spot, Margaritaville, where we had a margarita flight and possibly the biggest burger I have ever eaten in my life. And I'm not going to lie, it was absolutely bloody marvellous. This morning's been fun. We have essentially been for a timeshare presentation here at Wyndham Resorts. They were trying to convince us to buy holiday points, and to be honest, it's actually a really good deal. It's just too much money. Far too much money. And so, you know, they did do the hard sell, and we had like 3 different salespeople trying to convince us to do it. And the incentive for it was $100 credit at the ticket store. So we've just gone and got, basically we've swapped it for $100 Mall of Millennia credit. And we are going to go there, and we could spend it on anything in the Mall of Millennia. So for me, I think that actually works out really well. I missed out. They did actually pay for us to get here in an Uber, and they are now picking us up and taking us to SeaWorld. But it has taken, like, we got here for 8:30 this morning. It's now 11:30. So it has taken 3 hours, but we have had we've got a lift here. We got a lift back. There was like free tea, coffee, water, orange juice, muffins, that kind of thing. So, you know, free breakfast. And we've got this $100 credit at Mall of Millennia, so we're going to go there and spend that. But our Uber is just arriving, so we're now going to head off to SeaWorld. We arrived at SeaWorld not long after it opened, and it was pretty quiet. So what we decided to do was try a big roller coaster, one that I'd never been able to go on. I thought I reacted perfectly fine. Okay, so I legit nearly just died. No, not actually. But what I did do is go on Mako, which I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to fit on, but I did. And then when we went over the first drop, I genuinely thought I was about to like come out of my seat, and I shouted something, and Toby thought what I'd shouted was Toby, it's coming off. So Toby bravely, didn't you, Toby? Yeah. Bravely grabbed hold of my seat and held it for the entire trip round. So I may have just injured Toby, but he tried to save me, you guys.
I just went on a massive fucking ride with Mum, yeah? Like, literally, this roller coaster was huge, guys, it was huge. And we get to the top and she goes, oh, I've come out my seat. And bearing in mind, we are 300 feet in the air now, and we're about to plummet down. She goes, oh, my seat's gone. I was literally like, are you fucking kidding me? So me, being the fucking perfect golden child that I am, spends the entire ride holding her seat down for her. It hadn't... Oh, wait, look. I spend the whole time holding the seat down for her because I thought she was going to die. We got to the end, she's like, oh, no, it was actually fine. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The rage I felt. We're now going to go on the water slide because there's no harness on that. So I can actually enjoy the ride.
So Toby is just in the queue to go on Icebreaker. I don't fancy this one, so I am waiting patiently for him. I'm going to try and get some footage of him on the ride. But yeah, it's been good. We've just been on Infinity Falls. I'm absolutely soaked, which normally would be fine, only it's not quite warm enough here to dry my ass. so my ass is soaked. I'll spare you a photo. I am considering getting in one of those big dryers if it doesn't dry soon, but that's just because I'm a big wuss. So yeah, sad. The Orca Stadium is closed, so we can't watch the Orca show today. So that's a bit sad. But then that's one of the downsides, I suppose, of coming in the off season. Oh, I need to sort my hair out. I've got a leaf in my hair. What the fuck is that about? Yeah, it's one of the downsides of coming in the off season is that they'll be doing a lot more construction. The plus side is look at how quiet it is. There's been no wait for anything so far in terms of rides. And we've literally just walked onto everything and it's really quiet. So there's a 15-minute wait time for Icebreaker at the moment, but I don't think it's going to be waiting 15 minutes. So yeah, it's pros and cons. Some bits of the park are closed, but we can walk onto the rides. The heavens absolutely opened, so of course we did what any sane person would do and decided to go and buy some dipping dots. And as you can see behind me, everybody else vacated the park. It was so quiet, it was brilliant. That, my friends, is a shot of some very aching feet that just wonder when the hell I'm going to stop walking over 20,000 steps in a day. And I haven't had the heart to tell them that it's not going to be tomorrow because we're doing Universal from rope drop. Anyway, so today, just straighten up the camera. Today we, as you've seen, have done SeaWorld. And coming in January has the massive perk of every single ride literally being walk on. We waited for nothing today. We did Kraken, then went round and did it again. We walked on to every single ride, which was great. It did, however, mean that we completed the park in 3 hours because none of the shows were on. There were a load of keeper talks and things, which are a bit dull. But none of the, like, Pets Ahoy wasn't on, and the Sea Lion University wasn't on, and the Orca show wasn't on. So all those things that you would pad the day with at SeaWorld weren't on, obviously, because it's such a quiet time of year, and it was so quiet. So you've got to, I suppose, weigh up what's important to you at SeaWorld, and bear in mind that if it's a really quiet time like this, your animal shows won't be on. We had a great time. It was realistically a half-day activity for us. We got an Uber down there, and then we got the iTrolley back because we have a 7-day iTrolley pass, which is absolutely brilliant. Would definitely recommend. And so we're just having a bit of a chilled out night in the hotel tonight. I've done some washing. Yeah, tomorrow is a full day at Universal from rope drop till our feet are too tired and we can't do it no more. So I'm going to rest my feet so that I can hopefully get around the park without hobbling like a little old lady. So we're starting our day off today at Universal Islands of Adventure. We are just at the Velocicoaster, which unfortunately I was just a little bit too big to get on. So Toby's going to go on it and I'm going to sit and wait. I'm a little bit sad, but I'm also not, because I don't overly like when rides sort of drop you straight forward. And I was a little bit worried about the top hat there, which looks shit scary, to be honest. So Toby's going to go on it. I'm going to sit here and rest my blister, and we'll see what he thinks.
Come on, it's time to work. Jurassic World is now proud to present the Mongoliensis, known to the world as Velociraptor. All right, good girl, Blue, on me, come. Good girl. Okay, now you go say hi. Go say hi. Okay, Blue. Young lady, we need to calm down, please. Calm down. No. Don't you even think about it. On me. Hey, we're gonna calm down now, okay? We're gonna calm down and we're gonna focus. Good girl, Blue. All right, good girl, Blue. Are we ready? All right, let's do it. Okay, my first guess. Can we take a small step backwards onto the safe line? All right, now my friend Chuck is doing photos and a video. Since it's a video, did she just touch you? Okay, now that wasn't a sweet kiss. When she does that, she's marking you. Do you know what that means, London? It means you're on the menu. Run, run, run!
The Velociraptor encounter was absolutely fantastic. We made our way around the rest of Islands of Adventure, of course stopping for all the requisite photos on the way, got some food in the Fantastic Four cafe, and waited for the Hulk, which didn't actually open. So we met Captain America, had a dry paddle in Toon Lagoon, a few more pictures outside the Hogwarts Castle, and then it was time to go and see the choir. Was nice and quiet, so we decided to get in the queue for Hagrid's, one of the best rides there, no doubt. And we're in Diagon Alley. We've just had a fantastic ride on Hagrid's. We only waited 30 minutes as well, which is like unheard of. It's another one that I was concerned about not being able to get on because they have said that the seat can be a bit pokey, but I got on. I went on the motorbike side rather than, oh, my hair's going a bit grey. I went on the motorbike side rather than the sidecar side. And yeah, absolutely brilliant. So good that we paid $25 for a picture because it was really exciting. So we're just waiting for the dragon to go off here in Diagon Alley, and we're going to do a little bit of shopping. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I think that might be the Hogwarts Express. That might not be the dragon, otherwise it would be early. I'll get some footage of it.
Here we go, folks, with some attacks going on for you. Everyone watch out now. Get out of the water, get out fast. Watch out, Bruce is loose, he's right next to you. He's coming after you. Don't let him get you. He's coming to get your toes now.
That evening we were off to Wonderworks to see the Out of Control magic show. It was absolutely brilliant, and you also got fed and watered all the way through. Then we went into Wonderworks itself and had a look round what is a truly unique exhibit. I recommend anybody gives it a go if you go into Florida. Look at him trying to beat me, it's quite funny.
Really hard.
He's going to get to 30.
Hold for 40.
Oh, bite me. I could have done 40.
Once we're used to it, it's actually not that bad.
Couldn't do 40. Look at him.
30.
I could do 30. Here's your face. Well, good morning from Thursday here in Orlando. We've just had a lovely breakfast in Denny's, proper American bacon, eggs, that kind of thing. We're off to the Mall of Millennium today, Mall at Millennia, where we have a $100 voucher from that timeshare we had to sit through the other day. And we're also going to go Cheesecake Factory. Toby come out into the light, blinking. It's still that weird, cloudy but hazy MacGuffin, so we're going to ring a lift. Next stop, Mall at Millennia. Today we've come to the Mall at Millennia, which is not your typical outlet mall, to be honest with you. It's a load of there's Prada and Gucci and Bloomingdale's and Macy's and Tiffany's and various very high-end shops that are selling things for slightly less money than you would pay in the full-end shops. Toby seemed quite happy, which is great. It's not particularly my scene, but yeah, this is not one of your typical outlet malls like you get in Florida. This is a very high-end outlet mall, top-end shops. So be aware of that if you are planning a trip here. If you're not into designer name shopping, this is possibly not for you. One of the main reasons we've come here is because there's a Cheesecake Factory, which I've always wanted to try. So we will be going there. I don't imagine myself buying much from here, but I think Toby might get himself a couple of bits, so that's good. And we do have a $100 voucher to spend here, so I'm certain Toby will manage to spend it. I'm quite excited, not only because I've got this lovely green eyeliner on that I tried on in Lush and I look like a moron, but we're also in the Cheesecake Factory having a cocktail, and then some food, and then either cheesecake to eat or cheesecake to take home, but definitely cheesecake. We have got our takeaway cheesecake, and we're now going to go to the Orlando premium outlets for hopefully some marginally cheaper shopping. Finally, the time had arrived for the steak to end all steaks. Yes, the time is here. We are finally at Longhorn Steakhouse. I have been excited to come here since we were coming back. Got a margarita. There's some lovely bread there. There's my beautiful child. Hello. Getting stressed. So yeah, the last time we came to Florida, this was an absolute highlight for us, was Longhorn. Really excited to try it again. Hopefully it's still the same. Fingers crossed. So, and this will not be helping the good stone that I have put on whilst I've been on holiday. But I can go back to the gym. It's fine. We can get rid of this steak. Okay, so I wanted documented proof that I ate some lettuce, and my beautiful steak and sweet potato and Toby's ribs, just all phenomenal. I'll tell you more about it. And that, my friend, is the tail end of a very successful dinner. It was really good, but I'm really full. You really full? Yeah. That's definitely making it in the video. Very much enjoying myself. Toby's managed to spill a load of barbecue sauce down his shirt. Normally it's my job to spill things down myself. I'm looking relatively clean, and he's got a white top on, which he's managed to spill not just a small, like a massive amount of barbecue sauce. So I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. But yeah, that was really great. Like, there's no food left on my plate. I'm not gonna lie, there's some salad, but I've had some salad. I've thrown myself a nutrient. Toby's just left a bowl of bones. He had the barbecue ribs. He's not a massive steak fan. I had the New York strip steak, which I've had last time that I came here in 2019. I don't think the price has changed that much since 2019, to be honest. And the cocktail was a good price as well. It was just $2. So yes, another delicious dinner at Longhorn, somewhere I would definitely recommend that you come if you are in America. I've been 3 times now, not been disappointed once. Yeah, today's been a big day of food. Breakfast at Denny's, and then we had lunch at the Cheesecake Factory with some takeaway cheesecake, which is still in the fridge at the hotel, and then tea at Longhorn's. So I think it's safe to say that Toby and I are both absolutely stuffed, at least a stone heavier. And I've got the grey bits have appeared in my hair. It's fine. So yeah, it's time to go back to the hotel, get some sleep, and it's Busch Gardens tomorrow. Busch Gardens was on the menu for today, but we both sort of climbed into bed last night and went, oh, we're too knackered for a park day. It needed to be a shopping day, which is good morning from a finally sunny Busch Gardens. We are doing the all-day dining. We get free all-day dining. That's Toby's arrived back with the sauces, so we'll forgive him. We're doing we got free all-day dining with our tickets. So you get one main course, which they call an entree. Then you get a side or a dessert and a drink, and you can have that every 90 minutes. So we've just arrived, so we thought we'd eat and then start the timer on the next 90 minutes because we've spent a lot of money on food on this trip, and so it's nice that some of it is shot of the veil of healthiness. That I have some chicken tenders and a chocolate brownie, and Toby has chicken tenders and some mozzarella sticks. So yeah, it's not the healthiest of food. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a salad option, but neither of us were taking it. One of the things I really like about Busch Gardens is not only is it somewhere that you can go and do rides, but also they've got like the animal enclosures here. You can see a couple of chimpanzee / gorilla-y type thing. If I'd read the boards, I'd know what they were. Chimpanzee / monkey. Over there, we've seen cheetahs and tigers and all sorts. It's been very cool. Busch Gardens is such an unusual experience as a theme park. You can be next to flamingos, having birds steal your lunch, And then rides, fantastic rides. We got on a little train and went around the Serengeti and checked out all the animals. And then we finished the day off with a couple of brilliant rides on Scorpion.
Oh, brilliant.
It's literally insane. I mean, why? Just why would you? Why? And then if it wasn't bad enough. Well, that's the end of our day here at Busch Gardens. We've had a great time. We've been on some rides. We've eaten a lot of food. We have taken full advantage of the all-day dining, and I'm very full. And I've still got my cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory to eat. So we are going to jump back on the bus, go back to the hotel, and tomorrow, hopefully, if it's not too cold, we are going to do Aquatica. I'm so happy I picked up a tiny tan. I look a little bit like I've been to Florida.
Well, good morning from our last full day here at Orlando. We are in IHOP this morning having some delicious French toast with breakfast. I'm just going to show you what Toby's having for breakfast. That's a New York cheesecake pancake. Is it good?
Marvellous. So we were planning to go to a water park today, but unfortunately it's a bit cold, so we can't go to a water park. So we're going to go to the Florida Mall and have a look at what's occurring there, and I've just noticed that my hair's a bit weird, so I might fix that situation as well. But I need to eat this now, so...
a slight plan change. Toby is fair knackered. To be fair, he's literally come off a 6-month contract on the ship, then gone to New York, then gone to Florida. So I'm surprised he stayed standard as long as he did. So I've come for a bit of a solo sesh around Universal. It's looking pretty busy, so I'm just going to have a wander about shops, maybe do a couple of rides. Repping the Ravenclaw hoodie now, which is my second house. I'm actually a Slytherin. So yeah, it's looking pretty busy. Going to start the walk around with a bit of a stroll around City Walk. My favourite place on City Walk, Margaritaville, is behind me. And there's all sorts of places where you can eat and shop, various donut places. I'm going to go and have a look in the Hard Rock. And yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day, but there's a bit of a wind, so it's a bit chilly. Hence the jacket. Yeah, that's the Hard Rock over there. Gonna go and have a bit of a walk and see how busy everything.
But what I've just discovered is that you don't have to be staying at the resort to go on the little boat that goes around all the resorts. So I'm going to take a little trip and see where it goes. See, it's another free ride you didn't know about at university. Slightly concerning music. This is the Polynesian Resort. It's how the other half live, people. So that was a lovely little boat ride. Takes you round to the resort, so you can go on one that takes you round to Polynesian Resort, one that takes you round to Lowe's Falls. It's only really short, but it's quite nice to sort of have a look at the hotels, particularly if you're considering staying there. I've had a little bit of a look in the Hard Rock Cafe shop and the Toothsome shop, and I'm going to wander into the park now and see if I can meet any characters, because it's mid-afternoon, so hopefully there'll be some people out and about for me. I'm coming to the park at the right time. I've just met Homer and Marge, and then Scooby and the gang were out earlier. I will pop a picture in here, although I am looking questionable. And then there's been a show over at Bell's Drive-In as well. So I think that's just finished. But yes, I love when the characters come out, and it makes it so much more special around the park. Like you really feel like you're involved. I know I'm shouting, but there's loud music.
But yeah, it's just the atmosphere is just higher. It's been great sort of walking on the rides, but this visit here is just to sort of enjoy the place. I'm really pleased they've still got the Universal makeup show. Toby's hoping to join me later, so I'm not going to go see that until he's here because I think he will really enjoy that. One of my absolute favourite things to do is to come to Moe's Tavern and have a duff. So I've come to Moe's Tavern and I'm having a duff because, you know, Simpsons. Today's been fun. Little solo jaunt around Universal. Just wandering about. Possibly caught a little bit of sun. Maybe. We'll see you tomorrow. So that was our last full day here. Just outside the Hard Rock now. I'm walking around to meet Toby at Margaritaville. So we can go and have our last night dinner. And then we've got to do the boring things like some washing and some packing. But then we do have a full day here at Universal tomorrow before we head out. We're not getting picked up till 6:30. So I've done mainly studios today. Just because I think that's one that you can wander around and see more than you can at Islands. Islands is more about doing rides. So yeah, I'm going to wander over to Margaritaville, get a 5 o'clock somewhere and meet the show.
Boiled beef and carrots, boiled beef and carrots. That's the stuff for your derby cow. Makes you fat and it keeps you well. Don't live like vegetarians. All the stuff they eat to Paris. From morn till night, blow out your cut of boiled beef and carrots.
Well, it's our final day here in America, finishing off. We've just been round last time round Universal Studios, and we are now just finishing off at Islands of Adventure before we have to go and get our flight back home, which is not till this evening. So we're just chilling out, wandering around, seeing how much more stuff we can fit in our suitcase. But I have no money. I've spent all my money. America has taken all my money. So we're just wandering around. We've got another couple of hours here. So seeing if we can get on a couple of last rides. I think it's unlikely we'll get on anything in Harry Potter, in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because it's rammed here today, but it's a Sunday, so that makes sense. Oh, and I've also just been in the Universal Horror Makeup Show, which was fun. So we will insert a clip here of that happening.
I was going to joke and say that the foot stinks, but I don't know if the lights did something. Does that smell like mayonnaise to you? You sniffed it. I love you so much. Do me a favor, could you take Cat over here to the counter? Just drop this stuff right on, man. I gotta grab something out of the fridge.
She's from England. She will cut you. Come here. I am so sorry. This is a professional show, young man. Yep, that will never happen again.
Sweet Cat, I'm gonna cut Cat for Toby's enjoyment. It's gonna hopefully look real. She'll have to sell it by screaming. So just for practice, could you give a big, like, England style, just ah!
Everybody scream! That's in her arm. Is that supposed to happen?
Yes.
Seriously?
No.
What do we do? Picture. Hello, England.
That was a good impression.
Yes, thank you. Cat, does it hurt?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Oh, good. Cut the whole thing off.
Ah! Let me show you how we do it. Ta-da! Give it up to Sweet Cat.
Final couple of photos later, and it was time to head off to the airport. Are all checked in, waiting to board here at Melbourne Orlando International Airport. So we've grabbed a seat. We should hopefully be boarding in about 10 minutes. And then my intention is to sleep, hopefully. Oh, they're announcing a thing. We're going to film this, and they keep making announcements, and none of them are from my flight. So yeah, it's been fine here at the airport. There's been no major problems getting through security. Neither should there be. We've had some food in a weird steakhouse thing where the people were not overly pleased to have customers, and I can understand why. We're kind of a captive audience here. So we're just sat watching some kind of American football game on the big screen and waiting to board our Virgin flight from Melbourne CO, whatever the CO bit means, to Manchester. Okay, so just a little update for you. Toby and I are still at Orlando Airport. I keep wanting to say Melbourne because it's called Melbourne. airport. There's a problem with the plane. They're trying to fix the plane. We're about
10 to 11. Nice.
Sorry, it's 10 to 11. Can you tell we're sick of each other now? Can you tell we just want to be at the opposite ends of the country again? So we are an hour late. They've posted another hour's delay, and they've said that if the flight doesn't go after the next... Are you filming me filming you? You absolute freak. Yeah, if the flight doesn't go this time, then they'll be cancelling it and putting us up in a hotel. To be honest, I just want to go to sleep. I don't care if that's on an aeroplane. I'll have to do it again. I don't care if that's on an aeroplane or if it's in a hotel bed. So yeah, currently we're stuck in Orlando, and there are worse places to be. Hey, weather's supposed to be getting better from tomorrow. We might be able to crack the shorts out. We are on the flight, didn't get cancelled. Bad news, it's 1 billion degrees. Yeah, it's really hot. Yeah, it's very warm on here. But that will probably cool down once we're in the sky. And hopefully we will be in the sky and away in about half an hour. So yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, so we are back in the UK. Considerably later than planned due to a fueling issue, and then horrific turbulence the entire flight. I threw up. I've never thrown up on a flight before, ever. It was horrible, and it was the whole flight. So you had your belt on, you couldn't go anywhere. They didn't serve food or hot drinks. So yeah, it was a horrible flight back. And then no sooner do we land in Manchester, then Toby has to fly back down to London because he's got auditions. So here I am in my Harry Potter onesie, just sort of trying to get my brain back in gear after quite a mental couple of weeks. Not just mental, I have spent a phenomenal amount of money. I've spent over £2,000 in this past sort of 11 days. That's mainly on like transportation and food. I bought some souvenirs, but the majority of the money I've spent has been on transportation and food. I was blown away by how expensive New York was. Because you couldn't get like 2 main courses and a drink each. It was $100 easily. And that's like 1 drink each, like say a cocktail or a glass of wine, and a main course, $100. And then there's the tipping, which is so much more than I was expecting. It's they start at 20% tip. And I know that, these waiting on staff, they don't get paid properly, which is why the tipping thing is so prevalent. But yeah, it killed me. About a quarter of the money I've spent has been on tips. Don't get me wrong, because I do feel like I'm sitting here complaining. It's been a really great time. It's been really nice to spend a prolonged period of time with Toby, because quite often we're at opposite ends of the country or sometimes at opposite ends of the world. So it's been nice. But as with most holidays, I'm happy to be home now. I've got the day off tomorrow to recuperate and hopefully get my car through its MOT. And then back to normal life. Next holiday will be July, when me and Richard and Georgia and Raf are going to Halkidiki. So I'll probably take you along with me then. But until then, I shall do my best to remain a funny kind of grown-up. See you later.